Good morning once again. Let us continue the chapter electric current, in which in the last session we were discussing about the electric current. It is the amount of charge flows through a conductor through any area of cross section per unit time. That is electric current. And we obtained the formula also, in that I equal to Q upon T. That is amount of charge flows through any area of cross section of a conductor per unit time. And then we discussed about the unit of this electric current. Electric current's unit is ampere. It is ampere. So 1 ampere, it can be written as 1 coulomb upon 1 second. From this relation, we can define 1 ampere current also. The current flows through a conductor is said to be 1 ampere when 1 coulomb of charge flows in 1 second. That is 1 ampere. But this definition is not actual definition for 1 ampere. That definition, the actual definition, will get from the chapter magnetic effect of electric current, that too also in class 12, not in class 10, right? These things were discussed in the last class. Now we'll continue from this. That is, the electric current, it flows through a conductor. Suppose this is the conductor in which the charges flows through this conductor. That charges are only the electrons. Only the electrons flows through this conductor in a particular direction along the straight line. Then only we say the electric current flows through this conductor. These are the electrons only. Then what about positive charges? Since they are heavier, their mass is very large compared to the mass of electron, we assume that the positive ions, positive charges inside the conductor remains at rest. Therefore, the electric current through this conductor is only due to the flow of electrons. This is the direction in which the electrons are flowing, that gives the electric current. But the direction of electric current in any electrical circuit, I think you know about the electric circuit, because in the earlier classes also it was discussed what is electric circuit and some symbol of electrical appliances, everything was discussed. Here also once again we are going to discuss the same thing, but before that the direction of electric current is to be given. In this conductor, the electric current is due to the flow of electrons only, not due to the flow of positive ions, because positive ions remains at the same position, remains at rest. But in any electrical circuit, the direction of electric current is given in the opposite direction of flow of electrons. In this conductor, the electrons are flowing from right to left. That is the actual direction of current. But we are always mentioning the direction of current is opposite to the direction of flow of electrons. That we call conventional current. That we give, that the direction is conventional current, means the current which flows in the opposite direction of flow of electron. So this is the actual, but we give the direction of current is from left to right. In this conductor, on the basis of this conductor, we are saying right to left to right. The electrons are flowing in this conductor from right to left, but we are conventionally saying this is the direction of current, that is from, that we can imagine it is the direction of motion of positive charges, because electrons are moving in this direction and we can assume, we can imagine the positive ions are moving, but actually the positive ions remains at rest. So this is the direction, that is conventional direction of current. This is conventional current. So we have the two directions. One is the direction of actual flow of electrons. The other one is conventional current. Conventional current, it is opposite to the direction of flow of electric current. Right? So this was about the current and the conventional current. Always the conventional current, it is opposite to the flow of electrons inside the conductor or through any circuit. Now, in this, the next topic we move, we have to discuss that inside this conductor, electrons are flowing in a particular direction that constitute the electric current. How these electrons are able to move in a particular direction. Because in the beginning at a normal temperature, room temperature, I told that the electrons are moving randomly in all the directions. Average velocity of all the electrons 0. But after that, I said the electrons are traveling in a particular direction, that gives the electric current. Now the question has to come in your mind that how does these electrons are able to travel in a particular direction? Can these electrons move in the straight line on their own? Answer is no. They cannot travel along a proper direction on their own. It means some external effort must be put on this conductor to make all the electrons to move in a particular direction, to flow in a particular direction. That external effort we call the source of electric current. Because of that source only the electrons start to flow in a particular direction. Without that source, electrons, they will be in their original condition, means they move randomly in all the directions. That is source of electric current. We have so many sources of electric current. Like this, we have the source cell, battery, and some other things. Now we are going to use this cell or battery in this chapter for the source of electric current. So cell or battery are the source of electric current which makes these electrons move in this particular direction inside the conductor. We have to discuss that cell or battery. They are the sources. To discuss about that cell or battery and its ability to move the electrons through this conductor, we must know one more term. That term is potential difference. That term is potential difference. That is electric potential difference. Potential difference. This is electric potential. And one more term also, potential. That is electric potential. Electric potential. I think we have studied something about this potential word in physics in class 9th. If you remember, in the chapter of work and energy, we studied about potential energy. The energy possessed by an object. by virtue of its position or configuration. In that we use the word potential energy. So that means potential, it is related to the energy, and energy is equivalent to work. So we can say the potential is related to work. Now what this potential is, and then potential differences. For this, let us take a charge. Suppose we have a charge. Let us assume this is the positive charge. And we are placing only this positive charge in this surface, in the space. Once the charge is placed here, it develops a space around it. It develops the space around it. Within that space, it can influence the other things. Suppose this is the space. This is the space. Within this space, it is positive charge placed at the center. It develops the space around it, within which it can influence other things. Other things means that is also the charge. And this is the boundary line. Means up to this line, we have the influence of this charge. Means as this boundary line reached, the influence of this charge becomes zero. Means I told a law, that is Coulomb's law. In the Coulomb's law, F equal to K Q1 Q2 over R square. In this, F inversely proportional to square of the distance. Means if we put anything, any charge nearer to it, and